हाय दिस इज समीना शेख हियर ऑन जूम चैनल और आज मेरे स्ट्रीट डायरीज पर आने वाली है एक स्पेशल शख्स जिसने रिसेंटली एक साउथ मूवी में काम किया है एंड दैट मूवी हैज प्रूव टू बी अ सुपर डुपर हिट एट द बॉक्स ऑफिस। वैसे वो कौन है ये आप गेस कर सकते हो बट आई एम हियर राइट नाउ आउटसाइड कैफे मद्रास हियर इन माटुंगा और यहाँ पर हम कुछ साउथ इंडियन फूड इंजॉय करने वाले। ये मेरा लंच भी होने वाला है और शायद से वो जो मेरे साथ में आ रही पर्सनालिटी उनका भी वो लंच होगा। सो जस्ट वेट फॉर दिस एंड एंजॉय दिस सेगमेंट एंड एंजॉय द फूड वी आर गोइंग टू हैव एंड हैव एन इंटरेस्टिंग कॉन्वर्सेशन विद द स्पेशल पर्सनालिटी। Welcoming Gayatri Bhardwaj on Zoom channel.
Thank you for
Lovely
having
to have
me.
you and you look so pretty.
Thank you, Samina. I'm trying to fit the, whole vibe of Cafe Madras where we are going today. So thank you.
And how much do you personally enjoy South Indian food?
Oh, I love it. I feel like मैं पिछले जन्म में South Indian ही थी because I love South Indian food and I honestly love dosas. I love appam. I love Kerala food because South Indian I think is a very broad term. There are lots of things in South Indian food like Hyderabadi food is different. Chennai food is different, Kerala food is different, so I love all of it. What are you having today?
We are going to have वही मैं बोलने वाली थी गायत्री being Gayatri and she's special for everyone. So उनके लिए एक special menu decide किया है वो भी उन्होंने decide किया है restaurant owner ने. So let's try and have that. चलिए.
चलो.
आपका ये first visit है?
मेरा फर्स्ट विजिट है एब्सोल्युटली टाउन में आना जाना होता नहीं है इतना बट आई एम सो हैप्पी कि इतनी ऑथेंटिक जगह पे हम आए हैं आज एंड आई एम वेरी एक्साइटेड टू ट्राई द फूड हियर बिकॉज एज ही सेड इट्स 1940 से है आई थिंक रेस्टोरेंट राइट सो या आई एम एक्साइटेड
So we have got you at मुंबई का लिटरली लाइक प्रॉपर साउथ इंडियन अड्डा। आपको पता है ये बात? आप वहाँ पर सेट पर जब आप थी आप जब शूट कर रहे थे विद रवि तेजा आप कितना साउथ इंडियन खाना खाते?
हर रोज so basically on set we used to get appam and those idiyappam and different chutneys we used to get lots of curries I think they have that they eat with rice तो मैं थोड़ा सा राइस लेती थी उसमें बहुत सारे curries mix करके I used to
और उसके बावजूद आपने खुद के फिटनेस को ऐसे कैसे मेंटेन किया?
so the thing is portion size is everything how much you eat of something मैं सब कुछ खाती हूँ I don't believe in process of elimination I don't do that I eat everything and I feel like workout करो अगर and इतना hectic है ना life like if you see as an actor like when you're on set there's so much brain that is being spent acting is a very hectic thing so उसमें calories burn हो जा रही है बहुत सारी so I was very I'm lucky that way that मेरे को अपना खाना sacrifice ही करना पड़ता obviously but like with Disha Bhatti and like people who are so fit like actresses like Jacqueline and I mean they're like icons of fitness I'm sure they do something different I would also love to know their secrets but
ये कुछ छुपा रहे हैं आपको पता नहीं है। जस्ट रिसेंटली गायत्री भरद्वाज ने 100 किलो का वेट लिफ्टिंग की है ऑन हर इंस्टाग्राम एंड आई वाज लाइक वाओ।
okay yeah so I love weight training it's literally something I live for it is my biggest passion right now it makes me feel strong I feel like every woman should feel strong for herself she shouldn't need a man to pick up a suitcase और जैसे कहते हैं ना आप जब एयरपोर्ट जाते हो and the cab guy is not helping you pick up your suitcase हम लाइक दादा रहने दो मैं निकालती हूँ so I love
और
it
इससे एक और एक डेफिनेशन चेंज होने वाला है मालूम एक टाइम पर चलता था फिल्मों में स्पेशली हमारे मॉम के जनरेशन में दैट यू नो दे वुड गेट लिफ्टेड बाय द एक्टर्स वो चेंज होने वाला है बिकॉज 100 kgs उठाना मुश्किल नहीं एक्चुअली मुमकिन कर दिया है
yeah no but I still want my heroes to lift me up and like make me feel like I weigh less than a petal so I would love that
एंड आई थिंक वैसे ही कुछ वाइब आया था आपको देखकर इन टाइगर नगेस्वारा राव आई रियली फेल्ट ऑनेस्टली इन सम सीन्स यू हैड दैट eloquence of Aishwarya Rai Bachchan and I'm not lying how she is in Mani Ratnam's movie it actually felt like that and your character's name is Mani so tell me about your role and how was it playing that nakhra that nazakat and all that it was very lovely to see that side of yours.
Thank you so much firstly I feel like it's a big honor to be compared to Aishwarya Rai and she's been my idol growing up I've watched Jodha Akbar I think some 10-12 times because I love her performance in that And बचपन में कहते हैं ना आप टीवी देखते हुए like you just look at an actor and you feel like this is who I want to, you know, how I want to be. So I feel like I take a lot of inspiration when it comes to acting also from her. And for Tiger Nageswara Rao, my brief was to be a village girl, right? And I'm from a city, I'm from Delhi, and I don't know anything about how villagers are. So I feel like what I had to do was shed my years back, like go back to when I was a kid, you know, when I was 16, 17 years old, how the simplicity that you have, the innocence that a girl has at that age when she's not seen the world. So वही innocence मैंने अपने character में लाने की कोशिश की. And more than anything, my director was so good at every single line that I was saying, he was able to mold it into the way he wanted it. क्योंकि मुझे script मिली नहीं थी फिल्म की पहले. Like जैसे आप normally actors को फिल्म से पहले you give the script, right? But इसमें I was not given the script. I was only given my own scenes because it's such a long script to convert to translate it in Telugu. I mean English for me to understand. It would have taken a lot of manpower. So they said उसकी जरूरत नहीं है, हम आपको आपके scenes translate करके दे देंगे. और मैंने आज तक इससे पहले कोई भी ऐसा काम नहीं किया जहाँ पे I don't have the whole story as a whole. तो मैंने सब I completely like कहते हैं ना piggybacked on the director and I said, sir, whatever you want me to do, I will do. So I just followed his lead and I tried to play it as authentically as possible.
एंड साउथ में काम करना इज अ वेरी बिग अचीवमेंट है ना गायत्री, और वहां पर एक आपका एक नाम हो चुका है, लाइक पीपल लुक अप टू यू, देयर इज सो मेनी फैन फॉलोइंग्स. आई सी योर इंस्टाग्राम एंड आई सी सो मेनी, नॉट इवन इन योर इंस्टाग्राम, अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट आल्सो देयर इज सो मेनी वीडियोस व्हिच आर ऑल अबाउट यू एंड इट्स सो गुड. उसके अलावा आपका जो डांस जो आपने किया है, स्पेशल डांस, दोज मूव्स एंड ऑल, उसके लिए आपने यानी किससे कोरियोग्राफी की थी, एंड टेल अस समथिंग अबाउट दैट.
So our choreographer was Poni Verma. She is such a talented choreographer. She knows how to add that maza in that song, you know. क्योंकि उसमें उन्होंने बोला था, उनको सिर्फ ये ब्रीफ मिला था डायरेक्टर से कि ये लड़की मस्त मौला लड़की है, बहुत ही बिंदास है, बस ये वर्ड बोला था उनको. And she came up with these very fun steps, like, you know, and she said, you just have to do it like you're enjoying yourself, like you're killing it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. And I fully credit her and also the cinematography, the way it has been shot now. They made it, oh my god, our food is here.
So yeah, because Gayatri was like going on and मैंने बोला था कि मेन्यू उनका डिसाइडेड है and they are giving us a special items, food items खाने के लिए, और ये है
Today is a nice
मैंने
cheap
कहा था
meal.
कि आपका ब्रेन आज बहुत, वैसे भी खाने वाले हम लोग, तो we do need good food.
Yes.
Have you tried this in the past?
Gunpowder idli? Yeah. Yes, I have tried this, but not here. So I know this is going to be very different. So
And this one is rasam idli.
Oh, rasam idli नहीं try किया मैंने कभी. नहीं. Have you?
No, I have never tried. So let's try with this one.
At heart, I'm a South Indian, I feel. Tomorrow I'm going to be spending 1 extra hour in the gym. I have to tell my trainer.
And since I'm allowing you to eat also, at the same time, we continue having a conversation around your song. How was it? Mast Mola Gayatri jab pahunchi thi set par.
It was so magical, Samina, honestly, because doing a song in a film for the first time where you are romancing a hero, you are trying to, you know, get into the skin of this girl who is in love with this man, fully in love with him, doesn't know anything else in life. That's what I was told. Your eyes are only for him. Dance steps was one thing, and the others was singing the song. अगर आपने देखा होगा इसमें पूरा like it's my song. He's not singing any lyrics in this. So I had to firstly memorize one of the toughest lyrics ever because it is all Telugu. And I still don't speak Telugu, you know, fluently. I memorize my lines and I figure it out. But to learn the lines and then at the same time sing it along with dancing was a big challenge, I would say. And but honestly, when you actually get down to doing it, na wo pata nahi chalta. Like you don't realize where the time goes by. We took 4 days to shoot the song. You know, I was telling my dad, I was like, Papa, he said, how much time did you take? A day or something? I said, 4 days we took to shoot this. He said, हमें पता ही नहीं लगता, हम screen पे देखते हैं, एक पूरा गाना निकल जाता है. We think it is like a 1-day job. But it's actually 4 whole days that take to shoot one song, you know. And that I'm saying for a smaller song. I'm sure with a bigger film, bigger songs, like the ones with huge number of background dancers, those take probably longer, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was fun.
And what feedback did you get while working on this song and not even the song, in the movie from your parents? उन्होंने देखा होगा and I'm sure like कुछ ना कुछ तो reaction आया होगा.
मेरे डैड को तो बहुत ही मस्त लगा. He said कि मजा आ गया, मुझे बिलीव नहीं हो रहा था मेरी बेटी है ये, because he went and watched in Telugu first because there was no Hindi available on the first day in Delhi. So they went and watched it in Telugu without subtitles just to see me on screen on the first day of the release of the film. And he was going and asking the audience over there, the people next to him, he's like, आपको कैसी लगी? Actually मैं तो बहुत बड़ा fan हूँ रवि सर और गायत्री का. आप he didn't say he's my dad, okay? He's like, I'm Gayatri's fan, I've come to see this film. And those people are like, हाँ बहुत अच्छी film थी. Like he wanted to take honest feedback from people. So that's what my parents did on the first day. Mom loved it. I feel like our parents, especially my dad, can never give me like he cannot be unbiased. He's going to be biased. He's my father, right? Yeah. But my mom is unbiased. She tells me on my face कि यहाँ पे तू better कर सकती थी, or here your dance could have been better, or here your acting could have been better. Although in this film she didn't. For my previous work she has given me very very like honest feedback that had you put on weight now? This is one of those. It's like mother. Like our mothers are our worst and the best critics, I feel. That's true. So yeah, that was my parents.
But I have to ask, did you adopt Telugu? Like, did you prefer learning the Telugu language while working on this?
I did actually. I took Telugu training from my teacher. She actually used to give me Zoom. We used to be on Zoom calls together, and हफ्ते में 2 classes लेती थी मैं. For 3 months I did this. So not that many classes, but the very basics, counting I learned. How to say good morning, good evening, how to communicate basic things on set I learned. But obviously to learn a language you need at least like some years, I think, easily a year or 2 you'll take to learn the whole language, and that too if you're regular with it. Also क्या problem है ना, हम लोग बॉम्बे में रहते हैं, तो यहाँ पे रह के आपका practice भी नहीं होती. So I cannot practice with people. Only when I'm going down south to shoot, if I'm going to Hyderabad for my next project, now I'll speak then. Or if I go for another project, I'll speak then. So that's the only thing. Otherwise, I tried.
Gayatri, you shifted from Delhi to Bombay. And जब कहीं से shift करके यहाँ पर आओ, खाना भी change होता है. And both being cosmopolitan cities, metropolitan and cosmopolitan for that matter, respectively. आपके food habits में क्या changes आए थे, and what you chose to adopt over here because you were into acting, you were getting into of course you had a career in beauty pageants from there, moving to acting and all that.
So I'm the guess which is the most opened app on my phone.
Healthy Find.
Zomato. Okay. So when it comes to food, I feel like I'm a big believer in कि healthy खाना है. अब मैं बाहर से बहुत मंगाती हूँ. I'm not proud of it. I order at least once a day from outside, be it lunch or dinner, one of the 2 meals. Because it's just easier, it's more convenient. Even if I order, और मुझे ना change बहुत पसंद है. Like I cannot eat the same food every day. Like be it, even when I go home ना, मम्मी बोलती है कि घर का अब तो घर आई है, अब तो खा ले. तो मैं कुछ दिन तो खाती हूँ, फिर मैं उससे भी बोर हो जाती हूँ. And then again I have to order something. So I'm someone who doesn't have the best habits when it comes to ordering. Like it's good on my stomach because I feel like I eat good food even if I order, but not good on my wallet. It's not the best. Like when I see my like IT returns ka wo, I see and I'm just like sub Zomato. All my expenses are on Zomato. So that's one thing I wish I did differently, but truth.
आप खाना बनाते हो?
हाँ, बना सकती हूँ. बनाती नहीं हूँ.
और क्या क्या बना सकते हो?
क्या खाओगे? I feel like I'm an intuitive cook. तो मेरे को जो अगर आपको खाना है वो बना सकती हूँ. As such मतलब basic चीजें, not like master chef level, but राजमा, छोले, रोटी, दाल, कड़ी. Non-veg नहीं बना सकती मैं, क्योंकि मैं घर like I was always a vegetarian growing up, so my mother never cooked non-veg, तो मुझे वो एक sense नहीं है how to make it. But anything vegetarian I can.
और खाने की बात करें तो कभी ऐसी कोई शादी अटेंड की है जहाँ पे आपको बुलावा नहीं था पर आप वहाँ पे पहुँच चुकी हो?
बचपन में हाँ आई रिमेम्बर. इट वाज जैसे वो अपने गली के बच्चे नहीं जिनके साथ आप खेलते, तो आई यूज्ड टू प्ले विद माय फ्रेंड्स एंड हमारे गली में किसी बच्चे के भाई की शादी थी. So it was like पंडाल लगा हुआ था वहीं in the lane only they had made a tent and all. So हम घुस गए अच्छे अच्छे कपड़े पहन के अपने आए. अब बच्चों को कौन रोकता है? We were like 9-10 years old. घुस गए खाने. So
और आई थिंक ये इतना सब तो आप नहीं खा पाओगे, बट इफ आई हैव टू टेल यू दैट व्हेन जब आपकी चीट डाइट होती है, व्हेन यू चूज टू चीट योर मील एंड ऑल दैट, यू नो, आप क्या प्रेफर करते हैं खाने?
I love pizza actually. Like good, well-made, wood-fired pizza with like authentic Italian pizza. I love.
कभी ऐसे हुआ है कि आपने आपकी किसी एक्स की शादी अटेंड की है जस्ट फॉर द फूड?
नहीं मैं कभी भी अपनी किसी एक्स की शक्ल ही नहीं देखना चाहती, लेट अलोन अटेंडिंग their शादी. No.
That's a very good thought. You should never go back to your ex. Never ever.
It is for food. Even if I don't want to see their face only.
Awesome. ये आई थिंक बहुत ही राइट ट्रेट है आप में. बट टॉकिंग अबाउट दैट, कभी आपने अपने लवर के लिए या कभी आप जिससे आप प्यार करते हो या यू नो कुड बी फ्रेंड्स आल्सो फॉर दैट मैटर और यू नो फैमिली, उनके लिए कोई स्पेशल मील बनाया है जिसके बारे में आप बता सको?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I make good omelets. Okay, with nice caramelized onion. अच्छा वो onion caramelize करने में ना 1 घंटा लग जाता है. If you want to do it right. जैसे नॉर्मली जब आप तड़का लगाते हो तो प्याज को आप फटाफट करके you keep it on the side and you add it to your dal or whatever. But to caramelize onion, you have to. I'm sure people who are good at this know what I'm talking about. But caramelize करने के लिए उसको लो आंच पे बहुत देर तक पकाना होता है, right? Almost 45 minutes to 1 hour. You have to put it on the flame. So वो करने में मेरे को काफी टाइम गया, and that I do, and then I add jalapenos, cheese, and then I make a regular like a French omelette. That I add onion in it. I add mushroom. I add jalapenos, cheese. So it's like a oozing cheese omelette that I make for my friends and family. They love it. Also, I make amazing pasta. Okay, so like aglio olio with lots of garlic and chili and good drizzle of olive oil on top, burrata cheese just for the toppings. So I love that. That I make well.
और गायत्री, आप जब मैंने तो आपको सेट का तो पूछ ही लिया कि आप वहां पर अच्छा फूड खाते थे, बट आपने रवि तेजा के घर से क्या खाया है? लाइक ही में गेट स्पेशल.
Yes, I have actually. तो एक बार सेट पे ना हमें खाना जो था, we were shooting in Araku, which is a very small village town sort of an area in Andhra Pradesh. And वहीं पे गाना शूट हुआ था. So there was no healthy food available. सब कुछ बहुत ही extra spicy, too much of oil was there in the food over there. और वो मैं नहीं खा पा रही थी, मतलब मेरे को थोड़ा सा खा के एसिडिटी हो रही थी, you know, you can tell. तो मैं कंप्लीट like I was eating bananas that day on set. तो सर asked me, सर कि क्या हो गया, तुमने लंच नहीं खाया? क्योंकि मैं एकदम लंच के बाद खा रही थी वो. तो he was like, why is she eating a banana after lunch time? So he's like, I said no sir, actually I didn't eat the lunch here. So कोई बात नहीं, मैं bananas आज खा लूंगी, it's fine. Keeps me active also, it's fine. He's like, what will you have tomorrow? I'll have my cook make it for you. So I was like, so whatever you are having, I'll have that. So he got a nice chicken curry made for me with very nice the brown rice that he eats. So that brown rice with fantastic chicken curry with curd and you know pickles and everything we had. So that was a big meal that I shared.
But I have to ask you this question as well, Gayatri, कि काफी अच्छा मील्स तो आपने खाया ही है, बट उसके अलावा if I have to ask you about something which was रवि तेजा का मील भी खाया है, but रवि तेजा as a person कैसे है, you know, apart from the acting and all, you know, what experience you have had being, you know, meeting him as a human?
So as a person, I feel like nobody can. Firstly, we always have this idea of a star, how they are going to be in real life, and Ravi Teja sir is no exception to the rule. That he is so nice in person. Like I imagined him to be slightly like you know कि वो मेरे से बात क्यों करेंगे? Why will he sit with me and chat with me for so long? Because he has things to do. He's busy. He always has his bodyguards around him. But even in his off time, like he would come and sit in the tent where I was sitting and like because you know it also takes a long time to go back to the vanity and all. But he was sitting with me one day, and the kind of conversation I got to have with him was so enriching, and he is a good listener,
Yeah.
which a lot of people don't assume a star to be, but he's an excellent listener, very down to earth, and more than anything, he's funny. And the one thing I asked him, I said, sir, how do you stay so young and like It's a very basic question, but I want to know your secret. Yeah. He said, "You are only as young as your mind. The what age you think you are is your age." Wow, man, that is some like that shows on him because he's 55 and he doesn't let it show. Like he is so fit. Look at his body. And what does he eat? He eats home cooked food. His cook travels with him everywhere. He will have his cold pressed juices, lots of dry fruits, lots of whole foods, like good food that gives him nutrition. So I feel like it's the diet, the mental thing, and overall the attitude he has towards life. Phenomenal person.
और जैसे हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं कि ऑफ कोर्स यू आर एज यंग सो फॉर दैट मैटर आई थिंक आज मुझे गायत्री को 5 ईयर किड के जैसे ट्रीट करना पड़ेगा बिकॉज आई वांटेड टू एंजॉय द फूड आइटम्स आप और क्या खाना चाहोगे एंड आई एम श्योर आपको कॉफी पसंद है कॉफी या चाय
Yes, yes.
सो व्हाट डू यू प्रेफर चाय और कॉफी
Actually, I prefer coffee, but good ginger tea, I cannot say no to. In fact, I think I'll have a tea today. मेरे को थोड़ा सा cold हो रहा है, so I think I'll have tea.
सिर्फ बात करें गायत्री आपने भुवन बाम के साथ भी काम किया ना आई रिसेंटली मेट हिम और मैं उन्हें बार बार बैम बोल देती हूँ बेसिकली सो वी हैव दैट वन इंटरेक्शन विद भुवन बैम एंड इट्स लाइक आपने लास्ट टाइम ही बैम बोला था इट्स बाम बट आपने उनके साथ भी काम किया एंड दैट वाज अ यूट्यूब योर ओटीटी डेब्यू इन अ वे इट वाज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग एंड सिंस देन पीपल नो यू फॉर योर वर्क और ओटीटी डेब्यू की बात करें तो आपका वो जो शो है जो सीरीज है इट्स वेरी फेमस स्पेशली जो जो तरीके से आप नंबर एक्सचेंज कर रहे हो ट्रेन से बाहर निकलकर दैट्स अ वेरी स्पेशल मोमेंट किस टाइप के प्रोजेक्ट्स आपको अट्रैक्ट कर
So, as you said कि OTT पे मैंने काम किया है 3 प्रोजेक्ट्स कर चुकी हूँ इश्क एक्सप्रेस हाईवे लव ढिंडोरा एंड ऑल ऑफ देम हैव रिसीव्ड they all have their cult following and लोगों ने इतना प्यार दिया and I never thought that that's not what I was doing it for. Honestly, I did not start out as an actor to get that love, but I was lucky enough to receive it for my first ever project, and all that credit goes to entirely the makers, Bhuvan, and everybody. My plan as an actor is to do as much good work as possible so that because I have a lot to give right now. I really do believe that I have just scratched the surface of what I have to offer to cinema right now. And I have so much hunger inside of me, not just for food, but in general. I have so much hunger within me to work, to go places as an actor, to make myself uncomfortable as an actor. It's not just this. I recently did a music video with Badshah, and that was a phenomenal experience. And I like to change my the things that I do. I like to put myself in uncomfortable zones so that the best of me comes out. So I'm really looking forward to working in any and every language, like even Marathi, Hindi, any language that comes my way. I will grab it with both my hands and make the most of it because point is to gain experience as an actor and to have as big a CV as possible. When I'm on my deathbed, I want to go and see that मैंने इतना सारा काम किया. Like I want to have that bigger CV when I'm old and I don't want to regret anything. I want to keep hustling hard, right?
That's very sweet and of course we would like to see you in a Bollywood movie. तो ये कब हो रहा है ये इसके बारे में कुछ अपडेट्स दीजिए like what are you planning to do?
Please, I'm available. Hit me up.
And I have to compliment her. I have to compliment her. Gayatri's eyes are very expressive and it fits well for Bollywood. I think आंखों की गुस्ताखियाँ माफ हो literally when you see at Gayatri. And I'm sure a lot of people, no, but I'm sure a lot of people might be complimenting you for the expressive eyes you have, and that is one feature which is highlighted the most in the acting industry. आपको ये compliments तो मिले होंगे, तो किससे मिला है ये compliment?
यार मुझे काम 2 प्रोजेक्ट्स इसकी वजह से मिले हैं. आई एम नॉट इवन किडिंग. माय साउथ फिल्म, माय डायरेक्टर सेड आई लाइक्ड योर आईज, सो आई वांट टू कास्ट यू. आई वाज लाइक थैंक यू. सो सिमिलरली विद दिस म्यूजिक वीडियो दैट आई डिड, it was for my eyes. So I feel like I'm very fortunate that makers and directors and producers, they are casting me for something that I already have. And now I want to prove them that it's not just the physical traits that they're looking for. I also want to prove my mettle as an actor. So,
and I have to ask you, आपके बॉलीवुड में कौन सा डायरेक्टर है जो आपका फेवरेट है?
मुझे बहुत सारे डायरेक्टर्स पसंद हैं. I love Vishal Bhardwaj's work. Anand L. Rai is someone I really, really want to work with. Atrangire, the way he directed Sara Ali Khan in that film was beautiful.
Like 4 times.
Yeah, seriously, love that movie. I love Nitesh Tiwari. Uh, so many. अभी थार के जो director हैं उनसे मतलब when I watched Thar the film, he's a first time director, you know, and when new directors come forward and they do such good work, I want to work with new directors, and of course I want to work with Mr. Bhansali one day. You know who does it? Like he's the benchmark of I feel like every actor, but. Yeah, these are my list.
And that is where I have to add, I was waiting for her to talk about Mr. Bhansali because Gayatri is a very good classical dancer. Very few know about it. We have seen her videos. You may have missed it, but it's very lovely, right?
Thank you. Yes, I've learned Bharatanatyam actually. I've learned Bharatanatyam for 8 years growing up. So I have a bit of a classical dance and singing experience. All thanks to my mother. She was always, constantly telling me that the basis of a dancer comes from classical, and then you can of course move on to learning hip hop, you can learn any other dance form, but at that time all my friends were learning hip hop, they were learning Bollywood, and I was the only one who used to be like I had to be forced to go to my Bharatanatyam class. You know, क्योंकि किस बच्चे का मन करता है तब क्लासिकल सीखने का, you know, you don't feel like it when you're 10, 11, 12 years old, but जबरदस्ती भेजा मम्मी ने 8 साल सिखाया, and then now when I look back, Samina, I swear I touch my mother's feet and I tell her thank you because it built my foundation for everything, for teaching me grace, like you were talking about, right? That grace doesn't come with anything but classical. So I'm like, in retrospect, I feel very good that I learned.
कॉफी वाला कॉन्वर्सेशन काफी हो चुका है और कॉफी विद करण मुझे याद आ चुका है. वुड यू लाइक टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ कॉफी विद करण?
Of course, who doesn't? Like without a doubt, I would love to be a part of that show. And मैंने बहुत बार प्रैक्टिस भी किया हुआ है. वो जो रैपिड फायर पूछते हैं मैं उसको पॉज करके खुद आंसर देती हूँ, फिर प्ले करती हूँ.
आपको किसका कॉफी विद करण अच्छा लगा है रिसेंट में?
I loved the recent episode of Ranveer and Deepika, and I loved how vulnerable and honest they were about everything. I feel like such a refreshing honesty that was, especially with from two Bollywood bona fide superstars. You know, you don't get to see that. Everything is so curated, everything is so through the media, like PR. Everything is so, you know, just planned, and that was not. It just seemed so natural and authentic. So I also take inspiration from that to be as real to the people who are watching me as possible. So yeah, I love that one.
And I have to ask you this question, Gayatri, which is recently when I met Shefali Shah and she said this, that the perspective for women actresses are changing over the years. Now that age bar is not there, that, you know, even at 50, I'm a good actress doing a good movie and all. Do you also feel that encouragement for women has increased a lot and the roles for women have been much better now?
Absolutely. मतलब जितने मैं आजकल shows देखती हूँ, be it Arya, like Sushmita Sen has done it, Madhuri Dixit came back again, and I don't even want to use the word came back again. Like she was always here, she never left. But so many people, so many actresses who have been yesteryear actresses who've done so well are coming back, and they're doing something which is called as creating a show or creating a film which is worth something, which people love, enjoy watching, which have good content in it, which has a substance and a message in it, you know. And when you watch it as an audience, firstly, it is extremely entertaining. Secondly, you always take away a message back with you. And they are here to stay. They are here to show that it's not the audience is there to watch and be entertained by us. We will decide what kind of content we want to do. They've taken the power back in their hands. And that is so inspiring, honestly. Like when I see Kajol, when I see even Aishwarya Rai right now, you know, like she celebrated her 50th birthday, and all of these actresses have, yes, there is something called as conforming to the norms and age and this and that. Shilpa Shetty I met at India's Got Talent, and they have all done a phenomenal job at being firstly maintaining themselves so well. They look amazing. Look at Shilpa Shetty. I'm like, the way she uploads her videos and photos of fitness. I met her and I told her, ma'am, you are my biggest fitness icon. Like, I idolize you to the T, you know. So yeah, age is no barrier anymore, and it's just a number. And the point of the crux of the The matter is that you need to make good content, no matter what age group you are in. If you're a younger actor, people will not watch your film if you've not made good stuff, right? It's about what you're making, what you're showing to the world. Even a film with a lesser budget will do so well, like 12th Barbie fail, 12th fail. Film that came out, it's like such a surprise hit. I also have yet to watch it, but yeah, that goes on to show that it doesn't matter.
And lastly, what are your upcoming projects you're working on?
I have another Telugu film that's going to release in Feb. They have not announced my name with that yet, so I can't say. But that's my next project. And I have a music video coming up with Bachchan. I'm really excited. That one's coming out on 7th November, actually, very, very soon. And yeah, that's about it. And I'm hoping to crack something this month so that, you know, I can start working on it, and then eventually next year the release will happen. So that's the plan. Abhi वैसे festive time चल रहा है, so I'm just taking it chill. I'm trying to enjoy the success of TNR because it's good to pause also sometimes. So this is that time.
And what are your plans for Diwali this year?
दिवाली पे मैं घर जाऊंगी एज यूजुअल. आई वांट टू गो होम. मुझे घर का खाना खाना है. मुझे मम्मी के पास बैठ के कुछ नहीं करना है. माय ब्रदर हैज कम बैक फ्रॉम द यूएस आफ्टर 8 years. ही इज सेलिब्रेटिंग दिवाली एट होम. सो आई एम एक्साइटेड टू जस्ट हैव माय फुल फैमिली बैक together at home and play lots of teen batti and have lots of good conversation with my family and just celebrate it together.
And on that note, I would let her enjoy the meal. It was lovely chatting with you, Gayatri, and looking forward to see more of your work. You are an elegant actress, and I'm sure you will shine wherever you go. I'm pretty sure about that.
Cheers.
जैसे हमें माउथ फ्रेशनर की जरूरत होती है, वैसे गायत्री पान खा रही है. कैसा है?
बहुत बढ़िया है. क्या बताएं, मजा ही आ गया.